Welcome to the show, or welcome back to the show.
Nice. You can scoot up a little bit.
The magic of editing. I forgot this is our second episode. I can say that.
Rockin' boy.
Welcome back to the show. I am Mr. Choi, and I will be your host for the next half hour. This is Chatting It Up at Chatsworth, episode 2, your weekly talk all about music, high school, and everyday life. This week's guests are
Sandy.
And Anthony.
Alrighty, welcome to the show, you guys. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourselves.
My name is Anthony. I'm 15. I'm a freshman, and I play alto saxophone, and this is my first year, and I'm very excited for my next few years.
I'm Sandy. I'm a senior. I play bass drum, and for jazz and concert, I play baritone sax. And I'm very excited to be here.
So how would you guys grade this year overall?
I would say this year was a solid 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. I really liked how most of our competitions, we got third place and above. And I really liked how our jazz competition, we got superior, and we raised up from our excellent.
I would rate it like a 9. There was ups and downs, but honestly, being a senior is honestly one of the greatest things to being in band because you kind of can just like relax most of the time and not have to. But yeah, also still be a leader. But I think everything that we accomplished this year and we went through this year, we did it together, and we're still, as a whole, a really great band.
So then, what would you guys say was the best moment from this year?
For me, I'd definitely say after SCSB away when we performed, and after that, and I just started bawling my eyes out because I saw Anthony crying, I saw Micah crying, I saw like everyone just like being like in the moment, and honestly, like I was like, wow, like this is a big like step for us as such a small band, you know, and where we were my freshman year to now is like, wow, like we genuinely like grown so much.
I can second that. Because during that comp, I remember Sandy's family. Oh, my family couldn't attend, and I remember Sandy's family. They were in the stands, and right when they ended, they cheered my name. I started bawling right away. That was sweetest moment of my life.
Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, I definitely SSB was great because people finally kind of just got to let out all their emotions. The funniest part about SCSB away was freaking Sandy. She cried, and I remember her thanking me. But the thing that I will always remember, because I still can't get it out of my shirt, is the fact that when she cried, she had face paint on her. So when she cried, it got on one of my shoulders, and that shirt still has that mark.
Okay, I got like paint on everyone's uniform when
God.
especially Lawrence.
Oh yeah, Lawrence had like
Wyatt's,
green
I was
on
like,
it.
oh my gosh, I feel so bad. No, he never
I
took
don't
his
even know if
freaking
he's
thing to
taken
the
it back
cleaners.
to the cleaners yet. It's still probably really bad. But yeah, I'll definitely remember that because of what Sandy did to me. Yeah. So as a reminder, for those of you who haven't checked out our podcast, I'm giving each of our guests one question that they can ask me, and I will have to answer it honestly, no matter what. So you do not have to have one ready right now, but as the podcast goes on, go ahead and think about it, and then whenever you're ready, whenever you think it's a good point, just let me know, and we can go from there. Unless if either one of you guys has a question right now.
I'll say mine right now.
Okay.
Okay, it's like a little bit biased because it's about me, but I want to see your honest opinion on how much I've genuinely grown through the 4 years of me being in band. Honest, say whatever you want. You can hate on me all you want. It's fine.
Are we talking like strictly musically, or
Just as a person in general, or the band musically. It doesn't have to be just musically. It could be anything.
everything?
Yeah.
Oh crap! This is such a cheapo way to use your question, but it still counts, so I'll answer it because I have to. It's hard for me to really remember how you were as just a student, because I don't say this to be mean. A lot of times freshmen are like this. You as a freshman was very forgettable. I barely remember you being in the band. It sounds mean, but it's the truth. There are a lot of times where kids come into my band for the first time ever, and they're just kind of there, you know? But at the same time, you have to understand that it's not easy to make an impression in band, especially when you're surrounded by a bunch of people who've already been doing it for X amount of years. They're already comfortable with the system, with the people, with me, and everything. So, you know, coming in as a freshman, it makes sense why you'd be that way. But I will say, now that you're a senior and now that you're graduating, you've definitely made an impact on these students as a person, because every single one of these kids freaking loves you, and I don't know why. You're annoying. You're annoying,
What?
and
You can say something
you're
nice
annoying,
if you want. You can say something nice if you want.
But no, I mean, as a person, I would say you definitely helped me out as a teacher helping me understand, student perspectives, because even though I'm not that much older than you guys, I am obviously the teacher and you guys are the students. So a good teacher always needs to try to find empathy amongst the students. At the same time, we have to be able to relate to them, but at the same time, know where that boundary point is. And I feel like you kind of helped me figure that out. So yeah, that's definitely a good one. Musically, you've definitely gotten better, I will say. I mean, you picked up Barry. Why did you even pick up Barry?
Cause freshman year I really liked jazz, and I was like, oh, kid's gonna be too hard for me to learn. And then when I came back from Texas, I was like, Choi, I want to learn something. And you said, okay, either Barry or trombone. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do trombone, so I chose Barry. Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I definitely don't remember the etymology of that. But no, you've definitely gotten better. I just wish that you had a little bit more trust.
Hold on, why is he laughing? Why is he laughing?
Wait, why are you laughing? Oh.
What are you doing? Okay, stop, you're distracting him. Okay.
Okay, well, for those of you who obviously can't see what's happening behind the camera, one of our drum majors was just practicing conducting very expressively, but like it was so random. So Anthony was getting very confused. But I don't even remember what I was saying. You freaking messed me up.
Barry.
But no, oh yeah. So I just wish that you were a little bit more confident in your ability. A lot of times kids, when they can play their instrument, when it's time for them to actually show that they can play it, they always shy away from it, and you definitely do that.
I blame Isaac because he bullied me a lot last year about it.
Hey, bullying is effective when it's not for the wrong reasons. Okay? So, all right. So, Anthony, whenever you're ready, just let me know when you think about your question. But I'm going to go ahead and vent early on in this episode. This has been kind of steaming all week, and it's the fact that our district is now requiring 4 years of PE. So
Bring Micah in.
I'm very I'm very annoyed about this, because that means that potentially kids are going to be removed from my band program. And I understand that there's a state code, there's an ed code and all this stuff, but what do kids come to school for when you think about it? Do they come to school because, oh, this school has a really good PE program? Or do they come to school because they have a really good band program? So again, I understand that the state and everything is mandating it and requiring it and all that stuff, but it's just like, what you're doing is you're just taking away the chance for kids to enjoy their high school experience by forcing them to take these classes that I know for a fact they don't want to take, but at the same time, I understand that PE is important. Kids nowadays are extremely unhealthy. Kids are extremely not physical. They don't do anything to keep themselves fit. As we got one over here, but it's just like there are other ways to get them physically active, and where this really stems from, I mentioned it earlier to my kids. I was saying how realistically this should be towards kids who don't do anything, the kids who come to school in the morning and then go home right after school, the ones who don't involve themselves with any clubs, any extracurriculars, no nothing. With my kids, I know a lot of them obviously are doing band. They do marching band, but at the same time, they're doing all these other stuffs like church stuff, volunteering stuff. They have maybe recreational sports on the side and all that. But it's just like by requiring 4 years of PE, it's making my job so much harder. And it's making the kids' lives so much harder because they have to now start picking and choosing what they want to do. And unfortunately, what they want to do is graduate high school. Yes, they want to do band, but at the same time, it's just like, so I don't know. You guys have any comments about this?
First, I'll say the simple answer: just get your PE credential so we could be in band. But from like an actual standpoint, I'll say, honestly, I think it's dumb that they did that. I don't have a big opinion on it because I'm graduating anyway, so I really don't care. Like, if you have to do PE, sorry. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't see a point for it. Wait, so like, does that mean like people that are in sports, they have to like if
No.
they only want to do it for 2 years, they have to do it for
No,
4 years. Or
sport. I think sports will still count, so
Oh.
they don't have to worry about that.
wait, so summer school doesn't count now.
No,
though.
summer school does not count.
I don't like how summer school doesn't count because the people who took classes before, it just went to waste. And I like and also dislike how they brought PE to 4 years. I like it because, like, kids are very unhealthy and they can use it for the benefit. And I dislike it because, like this, the band could be affected by it and other classes could be affected by it. Because in my junior year, I was supposed to take a language, but if I can't opt out, I might have to do PE again. And I don't know how I'm going to take a language. Then I might have to do it over the summer if they even allow it.
Yeah, I know it's I obviously I will be working towards my PE credential, but there's no guarantee that will happen this year. So that's why Sandy's freaking throwing shade at me, even though that is technically the next part of the podcast. Unless if you guys have any other comments about the PE thing, if not, we can go ahead and just move on.
I wanted to ask something about. I'm confused about how people can, like, teachers who don't teach PE can teach PE.
So, no. Okay, so I clarified this with our principal. I asked her about, so there are teachers who teach, like, history, but they also teach, like, the soccer team. The reason why those kids can get PE credit is because soccer is a sport. Band is not a sport. It is a performing arts. So that is the fine line to where I cannot do the same thing like these other teachers do and get away with it. Yeah. That's the really unfortunate part. I wish that, you know, education or the arts or whatever would see marching band as more physical. I understand it's always going to be a visual art more than anything else, but come on. I ask these people, these higher up educator, politician people, to try marching band and tell me that it's not physical. Let's go ahead and move on.
Aura.
Let's go to our favorite segment, Throwin Shade.
Yes, let's go.
Who you throwing shade at this week?
You go first. No, you go first.
I gotta think about this.
Wait, I didn't actually think about who I'm gonna throw shade at.
Oh my god. I mean, technically, I don't have to play, but let's see. I guess I'm gonna throw shade at Micah. This piece of work, this kid. Oh, you should just get your PE credential. Oh, you should just get your PE credential. Dude, I got a lot of stuff going on in my life, okay? And not to be too personal, but I hope you remember I did lose my aunt this year, and you guys almost put me into a new career path. So I need you to get off my case a little bit, Micah. It's in the works, so you need to chill out. Also, you need to take 2 years of PE anyway, buddy.
It's getting a little personal. But chill,
No, it's all playful.
Chill out,
So Micah knows.
Just come back to it.
Well, what about you, mister, sitting there doing nothing?
I have no one to throw shade at.
Yes, you do, bro.
Stuff to throw good stuff at.
That's
Look at this politician over here.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just a nice
okay. You know what?
person.
Because he's in the room, I'm gonna throw shade at Isaac. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I actually don't know why either. Just wanted to throw shade at him.
I apologize for our listeners this week. Throwing shade is supposed to be a fun little moment, but our guest this week clearly.
Okay, you know what? I'll throw shade at Harvey.
Okay, why?
Because this kid, yesterday for breakfast, he had a Gatorade and hot Cheetos. And today he had a Monster and hot Cheetos. And he's eating Fritos just now. This is not healthy, Harvey. And he wanted my coffee. You are like, what, 15, 14? You need to chill.
You're rich white.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry. I know Harvey's mom is pretty involved in our band. I don't know if she's the one letting you, but come on. Hot Cheetos and Gatorade
Are
for
you being a
breakfast?
rebel, Harvey?
Are you kidding me? Get out.
Does your mom know
Just
about
get
this?
out.
Does your mom know about this?
Finally.
Okay,
Okay, here we go. Now we're throwing shade.
Lawrence.
Okay, why?
Because every time we have food,
Yes.
he tries to be so sneaky about it and come up and say, "Can I have one?" And like,
Is he being sneaky though?
no, like
No,
for
no.
example, today I think Harvey wanted one, but he never asked for fruit. So I'm like, and Sandy gave it to him, one to him, and then after Lawrence came up, "Can I have one?" And
Okay, can I explain more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this morning we had Chick-fil-A breakfast, right? And but Lawrence, he tries to be subtle about it. He's like, "Oh, what is that?" And he's like, "Oh, is that like some little chicken sandwiches you have there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And then he's like, "Oh, okay," and walks away. He wants me to offer him one. I'm all for sharing food. I love sharing food with anybody if they ask. But if you constantly ask, and you're just I don't know why he just doesn't ask. But I say no to him because I don't always expect something back. But when I ask him for something, he's like, no. Like, he's very defensive about his food. But he tries to be subtle about it. I'm just like, dude, just ask. I'm going to say no anyways. But it's like, literally, he's like, every time I explain to him, he's like, oh, okay, and walks away. You're not subtle about it, Lawrence. I know you want the food.
I know, I don't see it every time, but the way you described it, it makes it seem like somebody's like actively eating, like, let's say a bag of chips. And then Lawrence will go, hey, are you eating food?
Yes, or he'll go like, oh, are those hot Cheetos? Yeah, bring the bag.
No.
He's like the type of kid to say, my mom lets me have those.
Yeah, exactly. He is, bro.
That's actually so funny because I feel like I had a kid in one of my classes do that. Like, I don't eat during school usually, but I think there's one time, like, I brought some chips in because I was feeling snacky. And a kid literally from the back of the room walked down the stairs from his piano, came up to me. He's like, my mom lets me eat those. And then just walks back to his piano. I'm just like.
To you?
Yeah. So I was just like, what just happened?
Bro.
But, yeah, Lawrence do be weird.
Lawrence, don't ask me for food anymore. I'm not giving you nothing.
Okay, there you go. Confirm, Lawrence. No more food for you. Okay, so let's move on to our next question here. You guys are known to be a bit gullible or a bit absent-minded.
You talking about Anthony?
Would you care to talk about that with me?
You talking about me? I'm not gullible.
Why do you think I looked at him for gullible and you for
What
absent-minded?
does that mean?
Can't even say anything. I don't know either.
Wait, can you explain what it means?
No, we're moving on. I think that solves every question you could possibly have about
Answer,
that.
you know what gullible means?
I know.
Go.
Go.
We're moving on.
Okay.
No, okay.
All right. Let's see. Oh no, my thing got I messed up. Oh, it's okay. Whatever. So with you guys being in high school, you're obviously doing a bunch of stuff outside of school. How does it feel to need somebody to drive you everywhere, or how does it feel to be able to drive yourself everywhere you need?
I love driving. I'm not gonna lie. I love being able to have like the freedom of going. Obviously, I don't go everywhere wherever I want. I still have to ask for permission. But I love driving myself, and I have like the privilege and the like being able to have my parents pay for the gas until I get an actual job and stuff like that. So I'm not too angry about it. But obviously, when I get a job and have to pay for my gas, I'm like, damn, like this is expensive. But when it comes to people asking me for rides, last minute. Okay, you can ask me 2 days prior. This is kind of throwing shade as well. This is to Dylan, David, Josh, and sometimes Anthony. They asked me, okay, on Tuesday, they asked me to give them a ride home right when practice ended. No, not you. Josh and David.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to give you a ride because you asked me last minute. And I tell them, if you want me to give you a ride, I do not mind. But ask me a good time beforehand. Dylan asked me to give him rides to school in the morning. He asked me like at 7:45 in the morning. That's when I leave to go to school. That gives me no time to go to his house and pick me up. Yes, he's on my way, but the way he goes to school, it has more traffic than the way I go. So this goes to the people that ask me for rides. Stop asking me so last minute or I'm not going to give you no more rides.
How does it feel to need to be driven everywhere?
I don't really do sports anymore since I quit it for band because it was I couldn't fit it in my schedule, and I had a greater passion for band than soccer now. But when I need a ride, I just ask our mom, and if I can't, I don't go. It's simple as that.
Or he asks me for rides too, if we're going to the same spot.
No, because you offered me to go places, and I'm like, okay. Shots fired. But I'm glad that there's buses, and I have a bike now, so maybe I can just bike places if I even need to go. If it's like necessary for me to go, not if I just want to. If I want to, and my mom can't take me, I won't go.
All right, fair is fair. I like that answer.
Something else?
Yeah.
When people hint to me they want to ride too.
Oh my goodness.
It's like another version of Lawrence. Like Isaac, sometimes he'll be like we're walking out of practice, he's on his phone, and he's like speaking in Korean, so I don't know what he's saying to his mom or dad, but I can just tell he needs a ride home. So I'm just waiting for him to ask me, and he's like, "Oh, you're leaving now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." I was like, and he's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Do you need a ride?" He's like, "Yeah." Just ask me, Isaac.
My God, you guys suck. Yeah. Okay, well, we're running out of time, but there's a couple more things that I want to do. Anthony, have you managed to figure out your question yet?
Yes.
Ooh, all right, let's do it.
My question is, why did you choose music, and what did you sacrifice to get your goal?
Wow, that's a very advanced question for a freshman. I like it. So, before I did music, well, I started on piano when I was maybe in 4th grade, and I did it all the way until 7th grade. But I didn't really like it. The one-on-one thing didn't really work for me. But then when I did band in 5th grade, I immediately was like, oh, this is great. So that was fun all throughout elementary school. I did middle school band. It was all right. My director, nothing against him, but he wasn't the most encouraging teacher, in my opinion. It wasn't until I made it to high school where I saw a man having fun while being paid to do it. And that's when I was just like, bro, I gotta do this. I gotta be band director. And it has to be high school, because whenever I saw him at work, he looked like he was having so much fun. He loved what he did. He made that very obvious to us, and that's what inspired me to do what I'm doing now. In terms of what I sacrificed, I mean, realistically, and I think you guys all know, the thing that you sacrifice doing music is your time. It takes up so much time. But I'm thankful and I'm blessed to have the parents that I do. Shout out to my mom and dad. They're never going to see this, by the way. Every single band competition, every single band event opportunity, they would take me, they would support me, they would watch it. Even now, as an adult, if I ask them, hey, can you guys come to championships? They do it. So time in the beginning of it, but that time that you sacrifice will pay off dividends in the future. I can promise you that, because we definitely don't do it for the money. that I'll tell you that. So yeah, good question. I like that one. Okay, we'll round it off with our last little segment, this or that.
Okay.
That? Ooh, okay. This was the question from last week. All right.
No,
So-
that something new.
Yeah.
Something new. Oh, okay. Oh, it
Yeah,
is from. Okay.
but the other one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this school, in a sense, lacks school spirit. Do you think there's a way to improve that?
You wanna go first?
No.
Okay. Yes. I don't know who is in charge of all of this, but they're not doing a really good job. So, cause I feel like the pep rallies we have, they should be more fun. The only thing I found that was fun was that little dancing part, and how the Pikachu or whatever they were dressed up as kept falling. That's the only thing that's fun. Football games are fun, yeah. Well, because we're in the band, but they're more fun because we're in the band. But I just say we need someone new. I feel like, no bias, I feel like you would do a good job.
Thank you. It's not that I've talked
Ever since freshman year, Choi's always said, "Oh, I should be the leadership coordinator, whatever it is," because honestly, yeah, unless you're in band or like let's say if it's a football game, unless you're in band or on the football team, what do you really do at football games? You kind of just sit there and cheer, yay, we touchdown, or yeah, the cheer team as well, or
Yeah, it's difficult to build school spirit at a football game, because the only times I ever see kids doing anything at those is when they have like a little speaker and they're just like jumping to music.
yeah,
But this is not to say that I want to be leadership teacher because I'm in band. It's simply because I came from a school that had a really cracked out leadership program where every single event that we had was absolutely insane, and it's still ingrained in my brain. It just sucks that I'm sure when these kids graduate and they're going to think about their pep rallies, they're going to go, I don't even remember them, And part of enjoying your school experience is having that school spirit. And that's why I think it's so important that we try to nurture it as much as possible, because by making school spirit better, I think the overall school experience will be better.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, no, the school spirit here is, there's some people that are very, very school spirited. Like my two friends, Lucas and Shoab, they're very school spirited, you know. But other than that, really,
Isaac, can you go open
What's that one guy's name? What's that one guy's name that he took him for the team in the senior
Can one of
assassination
you guys
thing?
close that door?
Lucas, that was Lucas.
Lucas is the probably the best person that does.
Wait,
that.
side story, because in Senior Assassin, he like killed himself so his team could continue on to the next round. So he recorded himself shooting himself with a water gun.
Oh my god.
Wait, can you
that's
say
so
shooting on a
dumb.
YouTube video?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's not like we're gonna get monetized.
Okay.
But thank you. Thank you guys for being here. I apologize for cutting it so short, but we are out of time. So big thank you goes out to all of our supporters, my students. I appreciate you guys doing this. It's been really fun, and it seems to be pretty successful so far. So we're gonna try to keep on doing it. Be sure to check us out on the SSBOA circuit next year. This has been Chattin' It Up at Chatsworth. Have a good one, and we'll see you later.
Bye.